Hello friends, today we are going to start a very important topic of physics, transfer of heat. There are three ways in which heat energy may get transferred from one place to another, and these are conduction, convection and radiation. So firstly we'll study about the conduction. Heat is transmitted through the solid by the process of conduction only. When one end of a solid is heated, the atoms or molecules of the solid at the hotter end becomes more strongly agitated and start vibrating with a greater amplitude. The disturbance is transferred to the neighboring molecules. Uh, so, friends, this is the conduction when the heat transmitted through the solid through one end to another end. This is through the conduction only. And now we'll discuss the coefficient of thermal conductivity. For this, let us consider a metallic bar of uniform cross-section A whose one end is heated. After some time, each section of the bar attains constant temperature, but it is different at different sections. This is called steady state. In this state, there is no further absorption of heat. If del x is the distance between the two sections with the difference in temperature of del T and del Q is the amount of the heat conducted in a time del T, then it is found that the rate of conduction of heat is firstly directly proportional to the area of cross-section A, secondly directly proportional to the temperature difference between the two sections del T, and third and final inversely proportional to the distance between the two sections del x. So with these 3 points we come to the conclusion del q by del t is directly proportional to the minus a into del x by del t by del x, and this negative sign indicates as x increases temperature decreases. So now we'll convert our first equation into the equality from proportionality to equality. So del q by del t is equal to k into a into del t by del x, where k is the proportionality called k is the constant of proportionality called coefficient of thermal conductivity of the metal, and del t by del x is called the temperature gradient. Coefficient of thermal conductivity of a material of solid is equal to the rate of flow of heat per unit area per unit temperature gradient across the solid. So these are the two topics, and transfer of heat, conduction and coefficient of thermal conductivity. Thank you.